Efficiency and Revolution, How AI Empowers Education. This is Qianying Wang from Lenovo Research. The topic I would like to discuss with you today is how AI empowers education and through which passes. As you may already know, digital economy has become the key driving forces for global economic growth. The graph shows the data for 2019, where digital economy accounted for 41.5% of global GDP, a total of $31.8 trillion. More significantly is the growth rate of digital economy is more than double of the global GDP growth. The definition, according to IMF, the definition of digital economy includes both the ICT sector and a part of the traditional sectors that have been integrated with digital technology. Digital economy includes digital industries, which are the traditional ICT sectors, such as telecommunication, electronic information, manufacturing, software and IT services, internet industries, and etc. And industrial digitalization, which are the incremental value brought by the digital transformation of the verticals, such as smart manufacturing, smart education, smart city, smart retail, and etc. Detailed statistics show that after year 2017, the growth rate of digital industry started to enter a plateau, while on the other hand, the industrial digitalization shows very strong growth. However, how AI and big data-based technology can generate incremental value for industrial digitalization is still a big challenge. Can AI indeed help improve the efficiency of the vertical sectors, or can AI bring revolutionizing models to trigger new opportunities, new revenue, and new experiences? I would like to share some of our understanding and practice for smart education. The question frequently being asked is what benefits can AI bring to education? It is very interesting to notice that the two characters of A, I already embedded in the word of education. When AI meets education, what kinds of chemical reaction will it trigger? Will AI plus education increase efficiency? This is the first question we would like to answer and to see whether this is a valid empowerment path for AI to enhance education. Back to 1984, American educational psychologist Benjamin Bloom published a paper called The Two Sigma Problem. I believe most of you have heard about this famous paper. The paper highlights an important discovery. Students tutored one-on-one using mastery-based learning perform 2 standard deviations higher than students who learn through typical methods. Put simply in Bloom's words, the average tutored student was above 98% of the student in the control class. However, the cost of one-on-one tutoring and mastery learning is very, very high. Given the current teaching and learning practices of a public school or even for our private schools, it is almost impossible to apply one-on-one tutoring on a large scale. So let's take a look of teachers' daily life, their workload at group education. For example, these data are from Shanghai City, from China. The average weekly working hour of Shanghai K-12 teachers. So weekly working hour average for Chinese K-12 teachers are usually over 50 hours, including about 8 hours of class preparation, 13.8 hours of class teaching, test and homework grading takes another 8 hours, then left only about 5 hours for tutoring. Can AI help with those repetitive work, such as test and homework grading, and save more time for teacher, reduce their workload, and they can focus more on tutoring for students? Following is one example of our smart grading solution, helps teacher and students for scoring, error book generation, and error analysis. So I'm going to show you a piece of video. So first, the scanned student test papers are segmented using the document analysis technology. And then looking at which question is correctly answered, which question is errorly answered, then you can generate either the group summary for each question, the class summary, or individual error analysis for individual student. And the markers can be removed and regenerate an error book for either the class or the individual students. Our smart grading solution includes both the scoring assistant, which I just showed you, and also grading assistant. Based on scoring assistant, besides scoring assistant, grading assistant will help with long and subjective question result analysis and provide pre-review and references for teachers. Next is an example of Chinese essay pre-grading and English essay pre-grading. So first, you can take a picture of the essay, and the result data can be sent to cloud, and very quickly, the pre-grading results can come back. So this is Chinese essay grading. And this is English essay grading. A spelling error, grammar error can be highlighted for teachers' references. This is by no means actually to replace teachers' evaluation of essay writing or subjective question result analysis, but this can help teacher reduce their workload and then highlight potential errors in advance, and also provide suggestions and references. Following are some details about the technology behind these. First, text paper and layout analysis supports all K-12 subjects, including heading detection, name detection, multi-column detection, and also question extraction. Grading mark detection supports detection and recognition of teachers' handwriting grading marks, whether this is a correct answer, wrong answer, the score, estimated score, comments, and etc. Handwriting recognition technology, of course, is needed. Support Chinese and English handwriting recognition, including name, answer, essay text. The highlight of this technology is to combine handwriting detection model and encoder and decoder-based recognition model to resolve complicated and mixed layout of printed and handwriting text, which is very normal for the test paper grading and even for homework grading. For essay scoring, each essay takes only seconds to review and grade, which helps teacher to reduce their workload, but won't replace teacher and allow teacher still have a very clear view and understanding about students' learning status. As you can tell, we do have very high performance based on the public data sets. This page shows some awards and competition results for education OCR, document analysis, text recognition, etc. I won't go into details about this, but the key idea is the technology itself needs to be strong, but in the meantime, we need to tailor it for the scenario for the teaching and learning. Another example AI can help with teaching process is spoken English engine. We developed the spoken English evaluation engine because for English as a second language. Just recently, China started to add a spoken English test for high school and university admission tests. However, imagine a class with 40 students or even more. How can one English teacher help each student improve their spoken English? With the spoken English evaluation engine, students can get real-time feedbacks and also get correct pronunciation replay instantly. And teacher can get class summary almost immediately and focus on common issues and also group improvement. So these are two examples, smart grading and spoken English evaluation engine, how AI can help teachers reduce repetitive workload and support large group individual assessment. AI can by no means replace teacher, and machine should not. However, by combining the machine advantage of AI, such as efficiency, standardization, and repetition, and human advantage of emotion, empathy, creativity, communication, AI can become the most powerful teaching assistant ever. A second question is, can AI plus education brings revolutions to K-12 education? Can this provide new teaching and learning experience? Can this redefine the new teaching and learning environment? In Lenovo, we are exploring opportunities of redefining learning environment. Besides AI, other technologies such as edge computing and 5G are also utilized for low latency and strong computing power. I'm going to give 3 examples of interactive teaching: remote realistic teaching and mixed reality teaching. First is an example of interactive teaching with knowledge forest. By building an interactive knowledge forest, teacher or student can show or navigate different knowledge nodes of the knowledge forest and knowledge tree with more interaction and also self-selected learning paths. So through interacting with your knowledge forest and your knowledge tree, you can know which node you have already mastered, and then you can focus and deep dive on individual knowledge point that you would like to have more understanding and more time. So following is a video to showing we utilize our hollow table to provide to let students to navigate through the knowledge forest. We use 8th grade biology as the example. So this is an example how students actually use interactive gesture to navigate through the knowledge tree. So the second example is remote realistic teaching. So in future, each classroom can be a hybrid classroom. The teacher can be remote, or students can be remote, or part of the students can be remote and part of the students can be local. So this is a very hybrid teaching and learning environment. However, a lot of current distance learning, you can only see a headshot of the teacher. So it's less, you cannot see the gesture, and the teacher remotely cannot interact with the content. So we are meant to provide a more realistic teaching and with more immersive experience. We call it the holographic classroom. So this can stitch content, multi-camera views together to provide a hyper-reality teaching environment. So let's take a quick look of the video.
前进，左转，右转，掉头，
The next example we call HoloBoard, which is a mixed reality teaching. So let me show you the video first. So this HoloBoard is an intelligent teaching system. They're merging physical and digital seamlessly. By capturing teacher and students' body gesture and hand gesture, you can interact either with a physical subject or a digital subject. We conducted some studies utilizing HoloBoard with control class, which shows much stronger engagement. Students are more active, asking more questions, and shows more satisfaction. So this is another example by combining the AI technology, such as computer vision technology, gesture detection, you can provide a more immersive learning and teaching environment. Efficiency and revolution, how AI empowers education. So in this talk, I shared with some of the examples and our practices about either utilizing AI technology to improve teaching and learning efficiency, or using AI technology by combining with edge computing and 5G to provide new teaching and learning environment. Education is too important for everybody, for each country and for the whole world. So AI technology, I believe, can be very strongly enhance the future of education. Thank you.